Hello. I am so tired because I had to wake up at 5 o'clock this morning so that I could go to a choir thing. So right now I was scrolling through TikTok and I found this girl who puts out info about exposing different uh, different like aquariums like SeaWorld and Gulf forgot what it's called, Gulf World, and all of these different things in my Miami Sea Aquarium. Actually, they should not have animals, honestly. Like, literally, like, I went to SeaWorld 2 years ago, and I thought that it was perfectly fine. Like, the animals were treated well and everything. But I watched a documentary well, not a documentary, but I watched a video, and turns out that animals, I mean the animals at the aquarium, they get so bad sunburns that they put what is it? It's like oil over their skin, like black oil, so that it looks like they're perfectly fine, but they actually have such bad sunburns. So I have actually wanted to donate to this company forever, and it is the Whale Sanctuary Project. And I believe that we don't want to release the animals into the wild. They're like, oh yeah, you can't release them into the wild. We don't want to do that. We don't want to release them into the open ocean. We want to release them into a sanctuary instead of freaking. Okay, so they're in these little cages, like when they're not doing shows. Like that's not right. And so we want to, instead of them being in this very small exhibit, I guess you could call it, we want to put them in a sanctuary where it's like the ocean, but they can still get proper care they need. They get fed. They make sure they get fed. And it's like a cove. It's like there's like a wall, not a wall, I guess you could call it, but it's like netting and stuff. And they would take care of the animals and all that, but they wouldn't be in that, I guess, closed in feeling. You get me? And so I went to whalesanctuaryproject.org, and they support it, and this is the first known, like, I guess you could call it, captured animal. So she wrote in her journal, and it was one day in 1861, 11-year-old Sarah Putnam wrote in her diary, I went again to the Aquario Gardens, and there we saw a whale being driven by a girl. She was in a boat, and the whale was fastened to the boat by a pair of reins and a collar, which was fastened around its neck. Men had to chase him before they could put the collar on, and that was in the Massachusetts Historical Society. And so basically, that's what it looked like. Like, literally, there was a boat right there, and then they would attach it to the boat. And I do not agree with any of this. And you can donate to them to basically start putting them in the sanctuaries so that they don't have to feel enclosed in all of this crap that they're going through right now. And I feel so bad for them. Like, honestly, like, this is crap to them. Like, literally, like, they would, in literally, like, 1861, they would freaking put reins on a whale so that they could drive their boat, I guess you could call it. Really though, like, really though. So I don't agree to any of this stuff that SeaWorld or Gulf World or any of this stuff is putting on these animals. And did you know, if SeaWorld, if the animals are not performing right, they're actually supposed to not feed them. And if you watch the documentaries on these, it shows that they feed them well, all of this stuff, but they actually don't. And I've watched many videos on TikTok and on YouTube and all of this stuff. I know about this. I went to SeaWorld. I've been to all of that crap. I've been to a aquarium in Minnesota. All of these animals are treated wrong. Like, they should not be treated like this. And that's just my opinion. You can think whatever you want. But I think that we should put them in a sanctuary that would actually be better for them. Let me show you what it looks like. Okay, so the website is whalesanctuaryproject.org, and I would love it if you guys would go donate to them. It would help, because anything we can do for animals, like, literally, that's the biggest thing for me. Like, I care about animals so much because I've always grown up with animals. My stepmom, she had a little chihuahua, grew up with her, all that stuff. She would come over sometimes to my grandma's house, which I live with, and I would see her, and then I got a guinea pig. She passed away last year in February. I was bawling my eyeballs out because I loved her. I got her 4 years before that. And then I got my dog like 3 months before my guinea pig passed away, because my mom was pretty sure that she was going to pass soon, so she wanted me to have another company. She wasn't replacing her or anything. It was just like, I've always grown up with animals, and it was just like that. So yeah, I know how animals' emotions work and all of that stuff. I've read up about all of it. Like, literally, like, Shamu from SeaWorld, that she actually got all of her family taken away from her, and then her mom and her didn't get taken away to be sold for shows and all of that. And once they captured her and her mom, well, they actually shot her mom with a poaching gun right in front of her. She lived at SeaWorld for, like, I don't know how long, but they actually carried on Shamu's name. It wasn't the same Shamu. They just kept moving it on to a different whale every single time. So Shamu was not the same Shamu. It was different Shamus. I do not agree with that either. Like, and then this one dolphin. Okay, so this girl that I follow on TikTok, her name is Lynn's Dunn. As you see right there, I support her completely. And so, let me see here. So, here's her video.
So many people want me to do a video on Shamu, but here's the truth. In 1965, an orca named Shamu performed the first ever orca show at SeaWorld. Shamu was kidnapped from her mother in the open ocean. During the capture, the hunters shot Shamu's mother with a harpoon gun and killed her mother right in front of her. Shamu died 6 years later in captivity. SeaWorld continued to call other orcas Shamu for many years. So, in reality, there's actually only one orca that was ever named Shamu, and that was the orca that I just talked about. SeaWorld used Shamu as a stick.
As you see here, I don't agree with what SeaWorld has done. I was literally about to cry during that video because I don't agree of what they have done to these whales and what they do to them. So really, like, that's really all I wanted to discuss, because I want this news to spread so that we can actually put them in the right environment for them and for their health and for their benefit, because they are forcefully breeding them. And I watched one of her other videos, and basically this other orca, she was bred with her cousin 6 times, and the longest her baby ever lived was 48 days, and the last one her baby was found at the bottom of the tank. Like, really. Like, that's like really all I wanted to discuss. I do not agree with anything in these videos. You can think what you want, but like, I guess I will see you guys next time I stream. I was at a choir thing, so I'm really tired. I took a nap on the bus, so that was really fun though. And so I guess I will see you guys next time I stream. Bye, guys.